Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Wishing you a joyful and energetic day. Today, I have a battery specifically used to power an industrial cooling fan, but unfortunately, it's broken. Join me as we explore the cause of the problem and how to fix it. Oh, it's no longer accepting a charge. See that? The charger's light keeps blinking. Well, let's unplug the charger and get ready to disassemble and repair it. You should get a set of Torx screwdrivers and use the smallest size to remove the screws on the battery casing. 1, 2, 3, and 4 screws. And here it is, the internal structure of the battery. Gently pry up the battery cell. Let's take the cell out of the casing. The design is quite simple, isn't it? Next, we'll use a soldering iron to detach the connection wires from the circuit and the battery. Detach each wire in a diagonal direction and make sure no conductive materials are placed too close. I'll explain why later. Now, remove the 2 screws securing the circuit board. Use the battery casing to hold the parts we just removed so we don't lose any pieces. Use this yellow pliers and remove all the contact points connecting the battery cells. This battery of mine uses 10 18650 cells, and it has an output voltage of 21 volts. Remove the frame that holds the cells. I will use an angle grinder to clean the positive and negative terminals of the battery cells, but you can use a grinding tip like the one shown on the screen for safety to avoid fire or explosion. As you can see, I'm holding a device to measure the internal resistance of the battery cells. This device operates on a 5-volt power supply and is used to measure internal resistance, charge the cells, or discharge the battery cells. The battery cell I'm testing here has a voltage of 3.47 volts and an internal resistance of 32 milliohms. This value indicates the cell's condition. The lower the milliohms value, the newer the cell. Let's proceed to test each cell. To ensure the highest quality at the lowest cost, we really need to invest our time in this process. During the testing process, the allowable voltage deviation is about 0.3 volts, and for internal resistance, it's 2 milliohms. If any cell exceeds these tolerances, make sure to discard it. Now I'll measure the new cells to ensure their values are consistent for replacement. Don't go anywhere because there's still one important step left to do. After completing the measurements for the replacement battery cells, I'll use a charger and a cell balancer. I'm not using this device because it can only handle one cell at a time, whereas my goal is to process multiple cells in one go. You get what I mean, right? This balancing charger also uses a 5 volts power supply. One, two, three, and 4 cells. One cell is already at the right voltage, so let's charge the other cells.
2,000 years later.